page. You were missing page Taf Kuf Vav. Is that right?
The Zion that was missing.
You were missing the Zion one. Okay. All right, I got it. So that was Lamed Vav. That's what you didn't get. Okay. So let me find out just to make sure I get myself oriented. So let's read a little bit. Let me see. I'm in the wrong place. 1 second. Okay, there we go. So let's read a little bit across the Pirush Hut, and it says Midas Din. Dahainu Masha Kodesh Baruch Hu L'Pamim Yoshev Al Kisei Din. So we went over to the other side. Now we're looking at the balance to the left. Ihu gevurah. That's what is gevurah. Who mitzad midas a gevurah b'li shum hamtolka. It's just straight gevurah. Midas mishpat. And then he says he's defining these ideas. Oh boy. Midas mishpat. And he says, what is midas mishpat? Ben chesed l'din. So mishpat, he says, is the middle line. You know, it doesn't say the right line, it says the middle line. So he said, Hanchaga zuchum misareves mitzad amuda de em seisa, kavem soy, shuhu midis rachim, shemamsi ben chesed l'din. Hamida hakuruya tzedek. And this is, that din is what's called tzedek. I guess tzedek is what? Justice. I guess. Shehi hanchaga al pi shurish din. This is the way things work according to din, which is gevurah. V'nimshechas mitzad malchusa kedusha. Where does it come out from? It comes from malchusa kedusha. Malchusa kedusha chadechazilus kasher eider mekabelas taka mitzad rachman. When it's not getting that, dana al pi shurish din. Okay, we're still going, and we're looking for number lamed vav, which I have to say that I had some difficulty with. So we'll go on to that. So here we go, and it goes, and it says like this: So he's concerned about these words, Moznei tzedek, and that word ozen is the ear, but he means here like the cups or whatever the plates that hold the that's the plates, the receptacle. Nimshachin mitzad and that's of v'chod shenik ruch betrin samkik shut. So he says that they come from the two legs. So Shnei amudi emes, they are the two columns of truth, as we said. The nigrach v'kach. Why? He said al shem somchim as their anpin hanikra emes. So they're called the amudi emes, that meaning that they hold up their anpin. And let's look here down towards the end, and we'll read down the end of this paragraph. It says, Masha Nikrach of a Maznei Tzadek, so he's concerned about this. So it says it's called Maznei Tzadek, whom Mishum Sha'al Yodam Nishkal HaShefa. This is how is weighed, I guess, the Shefa, Hanitim Bezer Anpin, that is given from Zer Anpin, the Malchus Shenikra Tzadek to Maznei Tzadek. So Maznei Tzadek is the balance scale, I guess is Zer Anpin, that's bringing Shefa into the Nukva of Zer Anpin. Now, like I said, I had some. It wasn't that easy for me to translate this. Let's see what he says. He says the phrase "Maznei tzedek trin samke kashut." So we have those ideas. So I in the command. So look later on a little bit. So he says I in the command v'sham omer Maznei tzedek trin deroin refers to the two arms. So which is in Siman Mem Hey. Over there it says Maznei Tzedek, Beinu Mazkir Avnei Tzedek, but it doesn't mention the stones. In other words, actually, it's like the structure or the receptacle that holds the stones, but it doesn't mention that. It doesn't mention the stones. But so one other place is the Parshas Kedoshim Maznei Tzedek Avnei Tzedek. It says both. V'chol tzedek he malchus k'noida. So that we know. He said v'chein kan Amar Maznei Tzedek trim samchi kshut. That goes along with the two samchi kshut kagon pasuk shal Yecheskel. Aval the Kaman, Amber Ma'azne Tzedek, Trin Droin, later on is going to say something else. It's going to refer to the two arms, not the legs. So he says Ma'azne Tzedek, Trin Droin, the two arms, Avne Tzedek, Trim Samke Kashut, refers to the, that's a Chod. Ki Miusar Haposag Darish Kain, because the rest of it darshes like this. Vuhu al the Seder. Now, I really wasn't sure how to translate this. Maybe you could help me here. Al the Seder Milsach the Taima. I guess the reason for the reason. I'm not sure. Hamoznayim look. So I think it reads Vuhu al Seder Milsa B'Taima the Hamoznayim. So I'm not sure what the translation of that is, but he says Lokeach Adam Kodem. First a man takes first. V'achakach noisin bo even lishkol bo. So first he takes, I guess, the maznim, and then he gets a stone from which maznayim, and then he gets a stone, and he's able to. That's where it's away, whatever it is that we're talking about. So it says v'lechein maznei chesed gevurah avnei netzachot. So you have two different types. It sounds like maznei chesed gevurah. He doesn't say chesed and gevurah, just chesed gevurah. Avnei netzach and hod, and there's stones for them. There's excuse me, we got it wrong. But the maznei chesed gevurah. When you use the word maznayim, it refers to chesed gevurah, which are let's say the right arm and the left arm. Avnei. So when we say the aznei, that refers to netzach and hod. Upam omer avnei lashon rabim. Sometimes it says it in the plural. Upam Evan Beparshas Kiseitze. So now over there is just singular. Near Lanias Daiti, he says, Al Bechinas Etzilus, and when we talk about Etzilus, Chesed Gevurah, O Netzach Hod, so it could be either one. Shehi Efsher Bechem Shnayim B'Shum Tzad. Now, I'm not really sure what this is. It's impossible. Bohem, Shnayim, B'Shum Tzad. You don't see them as duplicates. I'm not sure what that means, or doubles. V'neged Zechav Omer Evin. So according to this, when we have that situation where we're only talking about Netzach or Hod, or I'm not sure. V'zechav Shleim Kolomer Chesed O Netzach Gevurah. And he doesn't say O again. He just Chesed O Netzach. Chesed could be going along with Netzach because we're on the same side. Gevurah goes along with Hod, that's on the same side too. So then it says everybody else, it has the singular. Bedok, Derek, Emes. Now, I really couldn't follow that so well. And like in other places, a lot of times they come and they fill in some of the stuff that's missing from the little drush. So I'm hoping that we'll find it here. So then he goes on and he said, V'zichro Menachem, Hetzia the Yashiv Akusher and his keres darko, so he wants to tell us that this is the way to do it. He says, Maznei Tzedek Shehem Kavi Hanukva. What is Maznei Tzedek? So he says, these are the lines of Kavi Hanukva, Chesed Gevurah, the law that refer to the Chesed Gevurah of the Nukva. Zechav Nikras Tzedek, and she is called Tzedek. So then you have Maznei Tzedek. That refers to what? I'm not sure what he means. He says that they refer to her kavim. I don't know exactly what he means or how she's fed from the right side, left side, middle. I don't know. But there's only two of them, so that would be maybe Chesed and Gevurah. I don't know. Trey Samke Kashut. So they themselves, though, are also these two supporting. For which we said before, which supports their anpin. Trey Samke Kushut. What are the Samke Kushut? Which are Netzach and Hod is their anpin. Shenikra Emes. We heard that line before. Ki Amidasach Benetzach and Hod Yisod the Zer anpin. So there it's where it stands. Netzach Hod the Zer anpin. Kol Iker Binyan Kanoida is all the main structure there. Let me read it again. Ki Amidasa Benetzach and Hod, the Etzach Hod Yisod. the Zer Anpin. It's standing on those three. Well, there's two pillars. He threw in Yesod also. Umenetzach hod the Zer Anpin called Iker Binyonim. Binyon no. Okay, so I kind of had a drasha on this. So he said, when you say, let's try it again one more time. Last time, Amidasa benetzach and hod, her standing is on netzach and hod. We're talking about the nukva. Those are kavim. The zer anpin, so are the yisod the zer anpin. So okay, I'm having trouble. And the netzach and hod the zer anpin called Iker Binyanik and Noida. So from the netzach and hod the zer anpin is the main place where the nukva is built from. So that we see over here. It doesn't contradict what we're saying over here. That really refers to the two arms, the law. So there's another possibility of why we have these two different kinds of words. He call Evan Bechinas Yud, because every stone is a concept of a letter Yud, b'muach, that comes out of the moach. So therefore we're saying that's the moach. He says what the Evan, which we've actually seen this before a little bit, the concept of the Evan, which is the letter Yud. It's the Yud that comes down. And then all of them refer to the two supports, Zer Anpin, Shnei Ramudi, the Zer Anpin, Shendikra Emes, who's called Emes. And we're going over that same idea again, but I can't quite place the toch of this together. Shemenatza v'chod the Zer Anpin, Na'asim Mochim v'deruim v'raglim. So from that Netzachod, that's kind of what he said down below, spelling it out a little bit better. He said, once again, Shemenatza v'chod the Zer Anpin, his two legs, Na'asem mochim deroim v'raglim dilor, because they're opposite of where her mochim will be, her arms and her whole body. V'zecher she'amar sham mazne tzedek. That's why it says mazne tzedek. Trin deroin are the two legs, two arms rather. And sham, it means her two arms. Okay, this is very, very mysterious. So we'll keep reading on. We're almost at the end of this. Because of his Sefer Me'or B'Shemesh, Hazel Deshana. B'Hina Yarkayim, the legs, Hein Trin Samkin Kshut. Okay, so I think we could say that's, everybody agrees with that. Shehem Samkim al Laguf, that they support the body. B'Hein Trin Palga the Gufa, they're the two halves of the body, of one body. B'Hein Sochim L'Tiferes, B'Hein Netzach and Hod, Netzach and Hod. Uvetikunim Nikroim B'Tefilas ELIYAHU Samke Kshut Ma'azne Tzedek. And so over here, where we're looking here, it's called that. It's called Samke Kshut Ma'azne Tzedek. So we're still working on what does the word Mazni mean. So last time we saw there was a kavim that lead into the Tzedek. So let's say V'Revenuchel Lomer Shemifdei Zechet Nikroim Ma'azne Tzedek. Why? Mishum shehem trin palga de gufa, because they're two halves of the body. Well, that's a kanod. Shehem somchim as the guf, al kain tzrich and nechiyos shava b'mishkel. They have to be equal and exactly the same size. Shehem yizgaver echad al the veiro lo yispechoch b'chas guf. You're not going to be able to support the body, on your rechon, and a person be limping. So I'm not sure all of that idea. I understand what he said. They have to be like exactly equal, and so they're considered to be, again, what he says, trey samche guf, or what's the left place, that they're really one guf echad, let's say. They have to be absolutely twins. They're like twins. They're like one. V'zos eager on behalf of the Seder, the Sakin, the Yarkaim. So the main thing that we have to do in our learning, our studying, our praying, is avodah the Sakin, the Yarkaim, is to fix the legs and make a tikkun of the legs, which are Netzach and Hod. Sheyisachdachu ba'achdus gamor, and this is the tikkun that actually pushed them into complete and total oneness. Panim al panim, ba'yidei zecha v'nimshach shefa mechochma derek netzach v'hod yisod shehu tzadik, and this is the way that the shefa will be mamshech, mechochma derek netzach, from chochma all the way down through until, I guess he's saying, like the lines, when he uses the words of kavim, maybe he means derek netzach and hod, because netzach and hod is their anpin, is opposite the goof, the whole shebang of the nukva. So he said, "V'derek netzach v'chod the yisod shehu tzadik," which is where the tzaddik reaches the tzaddik. V'alpi zecha v'yuturitz ma shehikshu kadmoni zamanenu. So those that came before us, v'siv v'yakim v'yoed v'boaz, the two legs there, b'shem, call them by a name, b'shem nikrayim. Ve'is al tzadik echad ha'olam. We also have this as on tzadik echad ha'olam omed. V'al pi divrenu ela yuvin heitim she'al yedei shachat tzadik b'saken ha'yarkayim, because the tzadik, which is yisod, is able to make a tikkun, affect the tikkun in the yarkayim, who miyachdan ba'achdus gomor. That's the idea, is to bring the two netzach and hod, which are really, I think he wants to say that, because the nuk is on the back of netzach and hod. So he says, misakin the yarkayim, hu miyachdan ba'achdus gomor, b'na'ase echad, and makes them into one element, b'nimshach shefer mechochma derek netzach and hod, and so that the chochma, ultimately the tipar, so to speak, which is coming down through from chochma, winds up in netzach and hod and yisod shehu tzadik, which is the tzadik adkan, and that's adkan. So as I said, hopefully that in the next little piece on this we'll be able to see the exactly how these words fit in, but we're running out of space. Okay, so let's